Yo, what's good? What's up? It's D Smith. Welcome to Intel with the intellectual die. Yeah. Welcome, yeah. Pyramids tonight. Y'all ready to get down? Check this out. So, now, it's time to get started. Welcome to Intel with the Intellectual Don. It's the first episode ever, y'all. It's about to get real. The purpose of this is really just to expand the mind, just to have simple conversation. Everything that we're going to talk about is going to be out of this book. This book is just really a bunch of ideas and things that I've came across the last couple of years that I've tried to put into words and how to get past them, or kind of thoughts that you can kind of ponder on to help you through your situation. The topic of today would be, don't be a young man in a hurry. Don't you do it. Yeah. I'm a singer. You know, I'm about to be on American Idol. Album's coming out soon. You feel me? Ooh. Anyway, so my first thought being, don't be a young man in a hurry. What does this mean? Me personally, I feel like you can apply it to males and females. I could say, hey, don't be a young girl in a hurry. Don't be a young woman in a hurry. Tomato. I don't know. It don't matter. I'm a rapper too. Y'all ain't know that one. Anyway, back to the subject. So, first thought, don't be a young man in a hurry, right? What does that mean? I don't know if y'all can see it. Monday, 7/2/16. Today is July 31st, 2018. So I wrote this 2 years ago. It's relevant now, somehow. I don't know how, but for some reason, a lot of things that's happened to me in the past kind of happens again. I guess it is true. History does repeat itself. I don't know how. Matter of fact, I got something we can talk about later about us not really being here, but that's a different day. But don't be a young man in a hurry, all right? This kind of starts off this episode, kind of this podcast, I guess, if you want to call it this. I don't know. But it says, don't be a young man in a hurry, all right? I'm reading this. I won't try to read all of it. I'll try to make it relevant. But it says, don't be a young man in a hurry, right? At this point in time, I was listening to a lot of my male figures, and they all were telling me this, right? They were saying, don't be a young man in a hurry, dude. They would say, the girls, the class, work, you need to slow down. At that point in time, I was trying to do everything that I could, right? Anything that fell in my lap, I wanted to be the best at it. The females, I had to get them. You know your boy, D-Love. Yeah, check the resume. They call me D-Love for a reason. But even like with work and stuff, you know, I always want to have like 2 to 3 jobs, right? I got 2 jobs, one for the phone, whatever, right? I always wanted 2 jobs. They said I needed to enjoy life more. At that time, I really didn't understand what that meant, because as a man, I didn't think I moved too fast at all, you know? But the more I thought about it, I figured out, I was moving fast. In fact, I was moving so fast that I started to lose out on opportunities that I needed to gain in life. You know, I found myself missing important people or taking people for granted, right? Like there may be a special person in your life that you really admire, but because somehow your situation doesn't fit their situation, it's not working for you, right? Sometimes we need to kind of take a step back and just cherish our situation. And along with that, sometimes we also have to observe what we're willing to die for. I know it's kind of a two separate subjects, but they kind of go hand in hand, right? If we slow down and if we're able to kind of observe and listen to the silence around us and observe what we're willing to die for, let me tell you something. So if you slow down, you'll understand that there's no need to really earn every dollar that you come in to see, or that comes in play, right? There's no need to earn every cent and every dollar that comes in front of you. In fact, if you slow down, there's no need to earn every girl either, right? Any player out there, including me, you know what I'm saying? We got a pimp card. You got a pimp card. How many? At what age does that pimp card get old? At what age do we say, you know what? I'm going to cherish somebody who feels like they can also cherish me. You know, I want somebody that can be there for me without the money, right? Even though I'm gonna get a bag, secure the bag, I'm gonna get that. I ain't fumbling the bag. I'm tumbling the bag. Shoot, to the bank. Left it to the bank. Monopoly money, you feel me? What's up, Craig? Anyway, but take time with your loved one. Take time to love her, want her, feel her. Breathe nothing but that unconditional love, but also breathe that unconditional love for yourself. Because in order to love and in order to slow down, we have to make sure that we also love who we are. And not only love who we are, but know who we are too, right? There's no way I can say, yo, babe, love me. Yo, girl, hold me down. And she like, yo, D, what you want? You like, I don't know. That's a contradiction, right? Love yourself, know who you are, so you're able to love, and other people can then love you back, right? Would you die for money at all? Let's think about that. Would we die for money? I'll put it in a perfect situation for you, right? You're walking down the street and you find $1. You pick it up. Hey, that's $1. Somebody just missed out. Another man's loss is this man's treasure. It's my pleasure. Right? But nobody wants to die for $1, right? But what about $50, $100, maybe $10,000, right? Would you stop and think about that then? If you found $10 in the middle of the street, you would think, damn, somebody just robbed a bank, and I'm not picking that up because you know what? If I do, somebody's going to be looking for me, right? But it's the same thing with the dollar, because that dollar may mean that same thing to somebody else. It may not even be that situation at all, right? But we first have to stop and think about the act in which we're doing, right? It doesn't matter about the value of the dollar. It doesn't matter about who lost it. It's the fact that we picked it up and didn't stop and think about the consequences, the repercussions of it. See, every action has a reaction, y'all. That's why we got to stop and think before we do things. I know when I was little, my mom would be like, yo, check your man before you get in the car, right? Check your man before you get in the car. Make sure you're right. Because if he ain't, guess what? He go down, we all going down. It's all right to stop and think about what we're doing, even when we kind of got our back against the wall. It's okay to kind of take a step back and say, I'm good, Keep in mind, guys, that you're a leader at the end of the day, but you're only as powerful as the people you surround yourself with, right? You're only as powerful as the men and as the people around you that you mold and shape. Try to shape your life with the influence and but what about like little things too, right? Like, but what does it mean to be a young man in a hurry? Or we can say a young woman in a hurry, right? Think about who everybody wants to be. Think about what do you want to be and why you want to be that person, right? Everybody wants to be a rapper nowadays. Everybody wants to be an entrepreneur. Everybody wants to be a businessman. Is that because we want that for ourselves, or is that because we haven't really took time to think about what we want, so we just kind of go with the flow and we kind of think about all the things that's in front of us on a daily basis, and we don't really take time to think about who we are or what we want? How do we slow down? How do we take time out of the day to think about us instead of the paperwork, or instead of the kids we got to teach, or instead of the mouths we got to feed or the number of diapers we got to change? How do we just take a step back and just breathe and say, What do we want for us? I know what I would do is I would take like a little sticky note, even like a little book like this, and I would just write down dreams or things that I've wanted, and I would kind of just affirm myself, or I would say, I don't know how big you guys are into prayer, but if you don't like prayer, if you're not into religion, or if you don't have a religion that you kind of identify with, then you can just talk to yourself. But you need to affirm and just really think about who you want to be, and just say, I will this because of that. And without this, there wouldn't be that. So what does that mean? If you want to slow down your life and if you want to cherish yourself, first thing you got to do is invest into your hobbies. All right. Learn to love yourself and learn to live for yourself. Highly important. I got a cat right here. Y'all want to see her? Boom, baby. It's the Lion King in this bitch. Dr. Evil. But anyway, you have to affirm. You have to believe that you can. You have to dream and dream more. You got to start dreaming more often. Society wants you to work for it, but you have to realize, y'all, society works for you. Society works for you. Dare to be different. Take risk. All right. It's okay to take vacations. It's okay to invest into your family. It's okay to do the things that you want to do in life rather than what your job wants you to do, or rather than what the people around you want you to do. Okay. It's A-okay, y'all. Chill out. Collect and observe the things around you. Don't get caught up in the fake news. Don't get caught up in the drama. Pay attention to the ignorant people in your life because they'll actually tell you a lot. All right? Believe it or not. Create your own swag. Create your own wave. Create your own movement. Do what you need to do in life, no matter what other people think. Guys, you got to risk it to get the biscuit, all right? Don't waste time and don't waste your life missing out on opportunities because people are forcing you to keep up with the pace in which they want you to keep up to, all right? You carry your own pace. You carry your own swag. You create your own movement. You do what you need to do because you do you, all right? Y'all be safe. Y'all be strong. Welcome to Intel. Thank y'all for having me. I'm out. I was super nervous. It's the first episode. Boom, boom, bow, bow. Kitty cat. Did the cat fall asleep? The cat done fell asleep.